Have you ever been driving along in your car only to suddenly feel like you're gasping for air? This might sound like a minor inconvenience, but it can actually be a major disaster waiting to happen. Imagine yourself behind the wheel, struggling to catch your breath as the air in your car becomes thin and stagnant. You might start to feel lightheaded, dizzy, and even panicked as you struggle to keep control of your vehicle. This is exactly what happened in the 1970s. A specially developed ventilation system from a major brand leaves a lot to be desired. If you're curious about this big blunder from the 1970s, stay tuned. Welcome to Classic Cars and Features YouTube channel. If you want to remain updated with newly uploaded content, then subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on. Let's dive into 1971 GM forced air ventilation system. Today, we're talking about the worst car feature ever, and we're going to dive into the 1971 GM forced air ventilation system. First of all, let's define what we mean by worst car feature. This could mean a feature that is dangerous, impractical, or just plain annoying. In the case of the 1971 GM forced air ventilation system, it falls into all three categories. So, what exactly was this feature, and how did it work? The GM forced air ventilation system was a system designed to circulate fresh air through the cabin of a car by using a network of tubes and vents. It was intended to provide a more comfortable driving experience, particularly in hot weather. However, the execution of this system was flawed from the start. The tubes and vents were poorly designed and often became clogged, which meant that the fresh air was not being properly circulated. This led to a buildup of hot, stale air inside the car, making it even more uncomfortable to drive in hot weather. But it didn't stop there. The system also had a number of other problems. For one thing, it was prone to leaks, which meant that it was often spraying hot, humid air into the car rather than cool, fresh air. This made the driving experience even more unpleasant, especially in humid climates. Did you subscribe to our channel and like this video? I don't think you've done it yet. Make sure to follow us to remain updated to new and fresh content. Another problem with the GM forced air ventilation system was that it was extremely noisy. The system used a small fan to circulate the air, and this fan made a constant high-pitched whine that was extremely annoying to drivers and passengers. It was so loud, in fact, that it was difficult to hold a conversation or listen to music while driving. But perhaps the worst part of the GM forced air ventilation system was its tendency to malfunction. The system was prone to breaking down, and when it did, it could be extremely dangerous. In some cases, the system would suddenly start blowing hot air into the cabin at high speeds, which could be potentially lethal in extreme heat. All of these problems combined made the GM forced air ventilation system one of the worst car features ever created. It was uncomfortable, unreliable, and dangerous, and it did more harm than good to the driving experience. So, what happened to the GM forced air ventilation system? Fortunately, it was eventually phased out and replaced by more reliable and effective air conditioning systems. Today, most cars come equipped with air conditioning as a standard feature, and we can all breathe a sigh of relief knowing that we'll never have to deal with the misery of the GM forced air ventilation system again. In conclusion, the 1971 GM forced air ventilation system was a complete disaster and one of the worst car features ever created. It was uncomfortable, unreliable, and dangerous, and it's a good thing that it's been replaced by more effective and reliable air conditioning systems. Thanks for tuning in to our Classic Car channel. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you again soon for more classic car content and behind-the-scenes looks at these amazing machines. Happy motoring!